Welcome to today's episode of the Trippi Coaching Podcast. I'm Andrea Trippi, and today we're getting real about what's holding us back when it comes to your health. Do you ever catch yourself saying, I can't do this until I lose weight, or feel like you're just too busy to get started? These excuses are called delay tactics, and they're tricks our mind plays on us to keep us from changing. Let's talk about why we do this, how we can stop so you can start living the life you deserve.
The Trippi Coaching Podcast is sponsored by Hairborn Salon. Since 1996, Hairborn Salon has been at the forefront of the hairdressing world, constantly evolving to showcase the most eclectic catwalk artistry, but never forgetting to appreciate the most dimensional natural styles. Passionately making the ordinary extraordinary, Hairborn Salon's mission is to bring the elegant urban underground to everyday people. Their highly skilled and trained stylists will work with each and every client to do just that. As many of you know, I myself am a client of Hairborn Salon and have been for many years. I am treated by none other than co-owner himself, Mr. Dave Ragona, who does me up right. My only problem is I'm there for about 10, maybe 15 minutes, and then I'm done. I could hang out there for hours. The staff is awesome. The atmosphere is very positive and uplifting. It's just a fun place to be. So visit hairbornsalon.com and make sure that when you go in, you tell them that the Trippi Coaching Podcast sent you, and you will receive 10%, yes, 10% off your next service.
What's up, Tommy?
Hey, Andrea, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you today?
I'm good. What are we talking about today?
So today I want to tackle something that affects us all at some point, and these are delay tactics. These are excuses or mental barriers that stop us from taking action towards any type of goal, but we're going to tailor this one towards weight loss. It's telling ourselves that we're too busy, we're doubting our abilities, we're waiting on the perfect moment to start. We've all been there. We want to dive into why we do this and how we can shift our mindset to overcome these self-imposed obstacles and really start moving forward. So I'd like to say a few things. The first thing I want you to do is invest in you today, in your wholeness, and not in your brokenness. You are not broken. You do not have issues. There is nothing wrong with you. Any self-development work, any healing work, any therapy you attend, any coaches you hire, any programs or retreats you participate in, books you read, podcasts you listen to, especially this one, it's because there's nothing wrong with you. We are only enhancing what is already amazing about you and bringing you back to the truth of who you were before you ever thought less of yourself. And one of the ways to understand and talk about this is to overcome these delay tactics is to make a mental note about how often you complain and what you have on repeat in your mind regularly. What are you saying every day? Are you saying things like, I don't have enough time, I'm overwhelmed, I'll start Monday? These are all things that just stop us from starting.
Yeah, when you focus on what you feel you're lacking and not focus on what you have, you are focusing on the negative, and then you just drown in that. Where if you start, this is where like making a list, like a gratitude list or something like that can help, where you can write out what am I grateful for? I'm grateful I have a home and a roof over my head. I've got food. I've got, friends. I've got, whatever it is, and remind yourself that remind yourself of what you have and don't focus on what you don't. And whatever it is that you might feel like you're lacking will find its way to you the more you focus on the positives.
Just take one step forward. Just take one step. If you're looking to start an exercise routine, put your shoes by the door. Just take one step forward and you will find your goal will just start. You'll just start to smash it.
Yeah. Lay your clothes out for your workout the night before. Have your stuff ready to make your, morning breakfast or whatever it is you're going to do. I mean, just because what it's doing is it's showing intention. And when you get up that next morning to do this, it's a reminder that this is the plan, this is what you're doing. And whatever it is, if you go to the gym and all you do is walk on the treadmill for a half hour, great, because you're forming that habit of going and walking through those doors, doing something and walking out. This will start turning and snowballing into bigger and even better habits.
Yeah. So just to overcome it, it's super simple. Just listen to yourself. Step back a few feet from yourself and listen to what you're saying. A lot of times it's negative and it doesn't have to be. When you hear it, recognize it, write it down. What are you feeling at the moment? Maybe you're going through something in your life that's, hard on you, and you're finding the negative thoughts.
You don't want to be self-deprecating because it's...
Thanks for that.
You don't want to be self-deprecating because, again, you're just reinforcing negative thoughts into yourself. If you feel like there's something about yourself that you don't like, then this gives you the opportunity to work on something, to work it into a positive thing. If you feel like maybe you're too cranky around your friends or something like that, or whatever the case may be, you can start working on this so that you don't feel that way and taking another step forward. If, let's say, again, taking one step at a time, if you were looking to take night classes or something like that, and you can't take all 3 classes or whatever you want, you take one class. You just go. You just get in there and you do whatever it is you can do. If there's an obstacle in your way stopping you from being able to do something you want to do, rather than just say, oh, well, until that changes, I can't do it, find something that's related to it. Maybe you can't take that course, but you can read a book about,
Right.
There's always something you can do that's going to push the needle just a little further forward for you.
Let's just go through some of the common things that we say that are delay tactics, okay? Especially when it comes to our weight loss. One is, I'll start Monday. We do this all the time, right? We kind of blow our weekends, or Monday's the day that I'm going to start eating healthy.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait till Monday. Start today. Just start drinking water. That's all you got to do. Just start with one thing that moves you towards that next person. Another thing we say all the time is, I need to get through this stressful period first. If you start exercising and eating healthy, I guarantee your stress will be less. You'll be able to get through that stressful period.
Exactly, yes.
I just need to do some more research. This is an excuse, and you're just wanting to gather more information about the best diets, the best workouts, the best strategies before beginning, and that just kind of leads you to indefinite delays, because you're never really going to have all the answers that you need.
Right.
I can't afford to eat healthy or get a gym membership right now.
Then get as much as you can afford to, as far as eating healthy, and then find another way to work out without using a gym.
Good walk. Walking is free.
Again, YouTube is got a million different types of workouts, from yoga to body weight, chair workouts, for all ages and stuff like that. There's all sorts of stuff that you can, you'll find what works for you. But, if you can't spend, 100% of your food budget on healthy food, then try to do 50 or 25%, whatever it is you can do it. And you'll see it will start to shift, and you'll find a way to make it work.
Just remember that the only thing that you could control is your choice in that moment, right then and there. Forget about your past. Forget about who you were back then. Forget about what your parents did to you. Forget about all of that. Control the now, and you will make the better choices for your future. All right, Tommy. So this was kind of a short podcast, but it is an important one, because it's you're going to start to recognize what you're saying to yourself, and maybe you can just move past that and get started on a healthy journey. If you guys need additional help, please reach out, ask questions. The last podcast of the month? How do we do this when we have Q&A questions?
Yeah, and the last podcast of the month, so which we're coming up on soon. So please send us any questions you may have at our Facebook, the Trippi Coaching Podcast Facebook page. You can either leave it on the wall, or you can just direct message us. We'll shoot you back an answer right away, but then we'll also feature it on the show so that we can share it with other people who might benefit from it.
And if you're looking for personalized support, please do contact us. We've had a lot of success working together with our clients. So please do contact us. And I want to thank you all for tuning in. I want to thank you all for sharing this episode with somebody that maybe needs a little push on a goal that they're trying to accomplish, whether it's weight loss or starting school or applying for that job or whatever it is. Go for it. Just do it.
Amen.
Amen.
Well, with that all said, as always, I, of course, have been who else but Tommy else.
And I am Andrea Trippi. And again, we want to thank you. And until the next time, here's to a healthier, more confident you.
The Trippi Coaching Podcast is produced and mixed by me. Who else but Tommy else? Theme song provided by Professor Click. Be sure and check him out at professorclick.com. All one word, KLIQ.com. The content provided in the Trippi Coaching Podcast is for informational purposes only and is not intended as a substitute for professional medical, health, wellness advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always seek the advice of your physician or other qualified health provider with any questions you may have regarding a medical condition.